Good day all, welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Preppers. We've taken some time off. Family came to visit, so we didn't make so much videos as we normally do. I've got a lekker packed lineup for you. The first video is about a community, a black community in South Africa, in the Eastern Cape, Butterworth, if I'm not mistaken. They have really been let down by government. So enjoy this small clip and stay tuned. We're going to be speaking a little bit about the protest march that the EFF did to Kleinfontein. So stick around.
Each household started by donating material for the project to fix the roads. They allege that the road is unusable during rains. The residents say the municipality is aware of their plight but has not responded after spending more than 7 million on grading and putting sandy gravel on the road in 2018.
Le ndlela ibikhe yenziwa ngo-2018 kwangeli xesha yenziwayo le ndlela sakhalaza sathi nokubana asizizo ii-engineers ayondlela.
This road was constructed in 2018. We raised our concerns during the construction because even though we are not engineers, we saw that was not how a road was supposed to be constructed. There were supposed to be pipes and a drainage system for water to flow. This road is flat. It's even worse because we heard that the budget for it was 7.5 million rand, but on the ground, it does not reflect the amount used.
Sadly, as you can see, is that the government of this country really let these people down. And this is the story of the ANC government all around South Africa. It is just sad to see that the promises that's been made year after year doesn't come into fulfillment. And at the end of the day, that is what I would say 98% of South Africans want. They just want an environment which is livable, in which they can live, a place where they can feed their family, a place of safety, and a place that they can be proud of. So again, corruption just stopping progress. It's actually quite sad. And then for my second video, it is about the protest march in Kleinfontein. So the EFF decided that they are gonna march towards Kleinfontein. And if you know Kleinfontein, I've actually been there before. It's really a place that have very poor white people. And they've tried to build up the place a little bit. They've tried to make the place as safe as they can. And they've tried to create an environment where very poor white families can try and make some kind of a living or an existence at least. And what's very sad for me about what the EFF did, and you all know that the EFF totally trashed Kleinfontein or the outside. Luckily, they closed the gates. They tore off the signs, they lit it. And it's very ironic because just when the EFF left, the Kleinfontein people came out and they started cleaning up the place. And then just a day or two after that, they started replacing the signs at the gate. So it just shows us the mentality of the EFF. It just shows us that when Trump says that there is human rights violations taking place in South Africa, that it's actually so, because you cannot deny a community to exist. And that's basically what they've been trying to do to Urania as well. They are trying to claim that communities that care and take care of themselves does not have the right to exist. And this is purely because they are white. So that's clearly a human rights violation. You cannot go past that. It's impossible not to think that something clearly is wrong with the EFF. Now, I wouldn't be too worried about this because, except now for the destruction that the EFF caused, which was minimal, but still, I wouldn't worry too much about this. Look, the EFF is a party in decline. and they are so desperately trying to keep relevant within the political sphere. Remember, there's a reason why the EFF and the MK, okay, the MK is a new party, there's a reason why they dislike functional communities. And in these two cases, Orania and Kleinfontein, white functioning communities. And the reason that they so hate these communities, even if they were black, is because they literally cannot do the same. Even with government funding, even with government budgets, they cannot build the same as these communities did. And it is for them, I think, a disgrace, because their people are actually seeing these places that are functioning and working without government money, because Kleinfontein and Orania doesn't get funding like the Zulu Kingdom. I mean, the Zulu Royal House, there's an article, they are getting for the next financial year 50 million rand in their pockets. And they are paying a whole lot of their other people in management positions within the Royal House. There's like levels. They are getting salaries from the government as well. And these white communities get nothing. In actual fact, all they're getting is people protesting them, people boycotting their existence. And these people actually costing them money, where they could have used this for something else. So remember, when you see these protests, these people, the MK party, the EFF, even the ANC, they can actually not build places like Kleinfontein and Orania. And they feel embarrassed because it needs to be broken down, because there can't be examples of communities working. It mustn't be like that. And on top of that, we are white as well. So they despise things working in South Africa. So if this happens again, don't worry too much about it. Lock your gates, let them mess about and let them break down, and we will just fix at the end of the day. This is South African Prepper. Please like, share and subscribe, and God bless.
The EFF is not a pushover organization, and we do not accept any defeat. We've got the law behind us. The legal judgment that there was states that we are right and those people in Kleinfontein are wrong. So we will not stop until the law is implemented and Kleinfontein as an